Well, hello. How are you?
Hi, good.
Good. Did you have a just a minute, keep video on. I'm just trying to get the get your
Hey,
webcam to show. Have you got a webcam on your computer?
I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. You don't have it on your laptop or anything like that, or just on your phone?
I can't get my laptop to hook up to the internet. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
Usually it
Well,
works here.
the problem is when it's just me on here, I'm the only face they have to look at when we replay it, and they'll get sick
Oh,
of
okay.
looking at me. But you know what, Sarah? Let's just make do with what we've got. Thanks for
Okay.
making time available. I know you're busy putting kids to bed, and I really do appreciate your time. Thank you. Thanks for being on the call. Now, uh, what I know we're just going to interview briefly about your experience with the chair. Talk a little bit about what it was that you were looking for when you were looking for a chair, how the chairs worked for you, any feedback you've got on the experience of buying the chair, the research you did, et cetera, and how you're feeling about the chair now, how it's serving you now. But maybe we could start, if you don't mind, just asking, what was it why were you looking for a chair in the first place? Did you have some kind of ache or pain, or what was the exact reason for your search?
Well, my husband's here too, and he was the one that was really excited about it. My main purpose for it was because I had been going to the chiropractor at least once a month for a couple years,
Mm-hmm.
and I did have lumbar pain, lower back pain, and that's the reason it was interesting to me. How about you?
for me, I just
Hi.
hey, how's it going?
Good.
Needed a good massage. Actually, I went to I was having some problems with my back and some different areas. I went to a massage therapist, and it was really, really good. The first one I went to, and it
Uh-huh.
was like $40, something like that, and they fixed a lot of the problems. Just really got into my muscles and did a really good job. So then I went two more times in the following year,
Mm-hmm.
and got a different one, and it just didn't do a thing for me. Like
Uh,
I couldn't find the right spots, couldn't get the muscles that I wanted, and so I was getting a little frustrated. You know, I just wanted something that could really give me a good massage when I wanted it,
mm-hmm.
without paying $40 every time.
Right.
So that's kind of why I started looking for it.
Now you bought the Osaki OS 7000, is that correct?
Yes.
Which is the precursor to the 7075, which is the exact same chair but with foot rollers. So would you say that this chair has taken care of those complaints that you had when you were first looking for some relief? Has it helped you with the back pain? Has it helped you with the muscle spasms?
I actually have not been to a chiropractor since then. So, yeah,
So, so any
that's
chiropractor
all I
watching
did.
this, they may
I
feel like
know.
I don't
I
know if I want to
know.
recommend the chair to my patients. But
No, I remember that, but it took care of the problem that I had.
Mhm.
But Brandon's been to chiropractors and we still enjoy them.
Well, I'm a
Yeah, no,
chiropractor, and that's actually my experience when I was in clinic. I had people buy chairs. I wasn't really actively selling them, but they wanted to buy, a chair because they sat on it in my clinic. And the two that I sold, the people never came back. I think it was for 6 or 9 months thereafter. And when they came back, I asked them, "How come I haven't seen you?" And they said, "Well, it's because the chair is taking care of most of our complaints." So, Sarah, you basically validate that same experience I had.
Yeah,
But but
definitely.
but Brendan, you found relief from the chair as well?
yeah, just on a day-to-day basis, a lot of relief.
Great.
We do a lot of strenuous workouts,
Hmm.
and I noticed I still get over a course of 3 or 4 months, I'll start developing some problems. So I'll go to the chiropractor once in a while,
Hmm.
but on a day-to-day basis for my 12-hour work days, it's really nice to have. Uh, Really gives me the muscle relief that I wanted, and
That
I don't
sounds
have
like
to.
that sounds like a helicopter.
Yeah, we're outside. Sorry.
No,
It's a
that's
really
okay.
beautiful night.
As long as it's not the hospital helicopter coming to rescue you. But
No, we're good.
anyways, Brendan, sorry to interrupt. Keep going.
Yeah, no, it really helps with a lot of the problems that I was having with my back and muscle
Great.
tension.
That's
And
awesome.
stress and
And
Yeah, just whenever
stress,
I'm
yes.
stressed out, I can just go relax and zone out.
Now, how long have you had the chair for?
We're either going on 2 years or 3 years. Can't remember which year we bought it.
Now, have you found that there have been any other therapeutic benefits from the chair that you hadn't planned on? Like, I mean, you were going there for back pain, muscle spasm, tightness and whatnot, soreness. But did you notice any other benefits from having regular use of the massage chair?
Well, our friends like to visit a lot more.
Mooches.
More popular.
Yes, we're very popular right now.
Yes, and I know that is the case. A lot of people like to sit on these things. It's quite a novelty. But have you noticed anything like sleeping better, or a change in any other kind of symptom, or breathing deeper, or whatever the case may be? We hear all kinds of sorts of things. I was just wondering if you've experienced any other kind of therapeutic benefit than what you'd originally planned on.
For me, what I didn't plan on was when I'm getting sick or recovering from sickness, it really helps.
Really?
Yeah, and I didn't actually expect that. Like, I notice I'll get really tense or a lot of stress, so I'll take a bath, take medicine, then take a massage, and it just really helps me recover a lot faster.
That's awesome.
That extra benefit I wasn't aware of.
And there's other things. We have the heat and then the vibration options, and so those are really nice anyway. That can just help you relax anyway.
Well, now the 7,000 is a pretty intense massage. It's what we would consider a deep tissue massage. Did it take you any getting used? How long did it take you to get used to it, or were you okay with it right off the bat?
Actually, when I first got it, I could really tell a huge impact. Like, it felt really deep, and could really feel like it was getting in there to all the tight spots. And then after about a couple of months, I got used to it. So it's kind of like my body just expects it.
Yeah.
So I don't feel it so much anymore, other than the relaxing benefit. But I know it's still getting a deep massage.
But it is intense, and that's what he loved about it the most.
Yeah.
When he tried the massage chairs, and he chose that one, and that was it for him.
And the Thai stretch is pretty intense too, and I assume you've used that.
Yes.
That's a pretty intense stretch, eh?
Yeah, we use it a lot.
Good. Now, how did you come to decide? Tell me a little bit about what you went through in searching for a massage chair, and of course ending up with us. But what kinds of things did you go through in search of a massage chair?
Well, I started in a doctor's office, and he just had it there, kind of a little novelty thing while you're waiting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very unique. I never seen anything like it. Oh, well, that'd be really cool. And well, if I ever get a massage chair, I have to look into that if I ever need one. Mm-hmm. And it was several years later before I started noticing aches and pains and muscle strains, so I started looking for one. And so I started with the local furniture stores, and they've had massage chairs, just the regular vibrating ones. I knew what I was looking for, and they didn't have it. Right. So I did find one place in town that was local, but they had to order it, and it'd be like 3 weeks out. Mm-hmm. And they didn't. I couldn't try it out, and I kind of wanted to try it out first.
Right.
We're in a small town in southern Utah, so we had to venture elsewhere to find what we were looking for.
So then I started looking online, looking for different places that had them. Mm-hmm. And what I really liked was being able to go and try different ones out. And when I called you, you said you had a display of them, all the different price ranges, and all of the different things that they could do. So that's exactly what I want. Like, I want to try out what I'm going to buy and make sure it's in my price range, my budget I can afford. And so it was worth the drive rather than just order.
And you did drive up here. I mean, isn't it like a 4-hour drive, would you say, or a 3.5-4 hour drive?
Yeah, a 4-hour drive.
We were in town because of Thanksgiving, and so you were able to open the showroom the day right after Thanksgiving. It was the day after.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Great.
It really worked out.
And you kind of gravitated to that Osaki chair right off the bat, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. I think it was just meant for him.
Well, I think you tried other ones, and I think Sarah maybe was maybe checking out some other ones, but it always seemed to come back to that Osaki 7000.
Yeah, I was cautious about what we want to spend our money on and make sure it's the best deal. But then when we figured out it was the best deal for us, then that was an obvious decision.
Yeah, and you were
yeah, it really is.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it was the perfect chair for us.
Hook, line, and
So,
sinker. Yeah, you're in there. Hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
Now, have you had any customer support needs with the chair since you bought it?
no,
It's been working fine.
that's actually, what's that?
It's been working fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, been great.
We keep the manual and we have contact information in case there's anything, but there's never been an issue with anything.
It's been good. Well, the chairs are not perfect, and and the Chinese chairs typically have a little bit of a higher failure rate than the Japanese chairs, but still only 2 to 5%, which is not a lot. And so I'm glad to hear that you've had no problems. That's wonderful. Sometimes there's an issue, and of course, customer support's a big deal when you've got an issue. And so, if there was a customer support experience, I would have liked to have heard about it. But I'm very happy to hear that you've had no issues at all with the chair. That's wonderful. And would you say that the chair is everything that you expected it to be?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Massage chair is something that it's kind of hard to once you own it and you use it regularly. It's hard to imagine not having one. Do you guys use it pretty much daily, or how often do you use
Yes.
it? Pretty much daily, eh?
Probably at least 5 times a week it's being used.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Maybe more. Brandon really likes it.
Well, are you pretty athletic, Brandon? I can't remember. Do you do a lot of sports, or are you quite physically active?
We both are.
Both
yeah,
are.
we're both active, yeah.
And so coming in after a workout or even before, the chair really does feel fantastic for
Yes.
when
Yeah.
you're quite active. It's a wonderful thing. Well, that's pretty much all I could think of asking you, unless you had something else that you wanted to say about the whole experience, and any other input or any suggestions for anybody else that's watching this video or listening.
Well, I just had a really good experience just with your service and you being able to deliver it, and very satisfied.
Well, thanks a lot. We appreciate it. Thanks for trusting us with your business. That means a lot to us. But the fact that you're a happy customer, and of course, when I invited people to participate in these interviews, I didn't care if it was positive or negative. We wanted to hear, everything, so people out there who are shopping and looking would get a true representation. But I'm grateful that
Yeah.
everything worked out well for you. That's wonderful. I'm glad you're happy with your chair.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. I'd recommend it to anybody.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Sarah. Any parting shots?
No, I think that covers everything.
Well, thanks so much. Thanks again for taking time from your family to hang with me here and chit chat, and really do appreciate it. And maybe we'll talk again sometime in the future when if we have any more questions about that chair, or if you have a customer support issue, you can call me. You can always call me. But
Or if I get a laptop, I can let you know.
yeah, there you go. But actually, I'm surprised by the clarity of the sound with the phone. It sounds fantastic. I was expecting it to be a little more, a little more staticky, but it sounds great.
Yeah, it's worked out well.
All right, you two. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful night. Really appreciate you.
You too.
All right,
Talk
thanks.
later.
See ya.